Hi crafty friends, Melissa Minor here. Thanks so much for joining me on my YouTube channel. Today I'm playing along with some friends over in the Rediscover Your Stash Facebook group. Our hop focus today is ribbons, trims, fibers, and pom-poms. And what's really cool about our hop today is that we have a sponsor. Color Rush Studio is sponsoring our hop. So be sure to check out their Instagram post and go over there and comment for a chance to win. So I will leave a link to the Color Rush Studio website, the Rediscover Your Stash Facebook group, and here is a special hop discount code too, and I'll leave it in the description box as well. Be sure to check out all the others that are participating in today's hop, both on YouTube and Instagram. Okay, so I've gathered some supplies and this is what I think I want to use. I got some pom-pom ribbon here. This is something that I picked up at Michael's. And then this ribbon is also from Michael's. They have like a little bundle that you can get called trims. I've got 3 photos, and then the paper I'm using, this is actually from Color Rush Studio. This is called their Old Soul Paper Pack, and it is available on their website, so you can use your discount code for that. I have an acrylic title. It says Memories from My Stash, and then I've got these 3 photos, and they're kind of funny. So Dale and I went to Galena, Illinois this summer, and we went in this little sandwich shop. It's a sandwich and cheese shop, and we tried shots of olive oil and vinegar, and that was really interesting. So that was the first time I'd ever done that. So I think I want to arrange my photos something like this. I do print all my photos at home. I have the Epson PictureMate 400, and I absolutely love it. So I've chosen a background. I think I want to use this mixed media page for the background. And then now I want to trim or tear some paper. So I think I want the middle, this striped paper. So I'm going to tear both the top and the bottom, and I'm going to place my photos along this strip. Now, I don't want it to be just perfectly matchy-matchy, so I'm going to tear the ends of this in towards the center just to give it a little different look to it. So now I have that down. Let me kind of arrange my photos here and see if I'm even going to like this and make sure it's big enough. And yeah, I think that's going to work good. So now I'm going to take this other pattern paper from the Old Soul Paper Pack from Color Rush Studio, and I want to tear a strip to go along the top and on the bottom. So let me just slip this in here and see how that's going to look, and I really like that. Now there's a little bit of extra white on here, so I'm going to end up bringing in my Tim Holtz Edge Distressing tool and just kind of run it along this edge just to give it a little bit of extra dimension here and kind of tone that down a little bit where I got a little crazy on my tearing. Now, if you tear your paper towards you, it will expose the white core like I've done here. So I'm going to do the same thing and tear another strip of this pattern paper. And now for this one, I want to place this one. I just want to slip it underneath that striped paper. And we'll stick this right in here. So let me pull this up. And that looks good. I like it. I probably could have just done one big piece, but I'll save a little paper and just use the strips. So let me bring the photos back in and see how these look. Now I do want to make sure I leave enough room to put my acrylic title. Let me find where I put that right here. And memories. I think that's good. I think the title, the acrylic piece, that might be from Pear Tree Cut Files. I did their Advent 365 at Christmas, and I think it's sold out, but they do have some acrylic pieces on their website. Okay, now I need to bring in some tags. So I have this Scrapbook.com tag die, and what I like about this die is it cuts the holes, and then it also has these little reinforcers. So I used a little bit of gold paper from my stash to cut out these little reinforcers. So I'm bringing in a little bit of Nuvo glue, and I'll just put these reinforcers along the top. And that's how I'm going to introduce some ribbons and fibers to my layout, is by putting them in the top of these tags. So I had just cut 2 tags using those tag dies. I love that tag die because there's so many different sizes. I did choose 2 of the same size. I'm going to once again go along here with my Tim Holtz Edge Distressing tool. Just kind of rough these tags up a little bit to give them a little extra interest. Now, usually I would bring in some mixed media, but with this background paper having so many gold splatters on it, I don't even think I need to bring any paints in. I just love the look of this old soul paper so much. So let me arrange these tags. I can't decide which one I want on the top and which one I want on the bottom. I think I want the gold sticking out from the side. So we'll go ahead and just kind of dry fit these and stick them up there. I was thinking about maybe moving my title to the top, but I don't think that's going to work. I'm going to go ahead and keep it right underneath my photos. Now I'm going to choose some ribbon. And I like this one. It's kind of like a cream color with a little bit of gold in it. So I'm going to go ahead and thread this through and pull this up and place this in the first tag here. And then I really like the ribbon that has like the gold on it, and it's pretty thick, but I'm wondering if I can cut a little piece of it and make it work in that other tag. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a try. I don't even know if it's going to fit through the hole here because it is very thick, but I'm going to give it a try. So let me bring this up towards me, loop it through, and it's bulky, but I like it, and I really wanted to use this. So that looks pretty good. Let me snip the ends here just to give them a little extra interest as well. I like to snip these at a diagonal. So we'll go ahead and stick both of these tags back underneath my photo, and that looks good. Okay, now I need to do some embellishing. So the Old Soul paper pack doesn't have any embellishments, but I'm bringing in this. This is from Vicki Boutin. It's from her Bold and Bright collection. It's called Oh My Heart. It has a stamps and dies. And so I went ahead and used the Distress Oxide ink in the color Stormy Sky for the flowers. So I stamped a couple of flowers and used the dies. And then for the green, I used Concord and 9th ink, and I used the color in Parsley. And then I used the die to cut that out. So I know I want an embellishment cluster up here to the top of my photos on those tags, and I want another embellishment cluster to the lower left of this title. So while I'm thinking about how I want to embellish my page, I'm going to go ahead and use a little bit of Nuvo glue to glue down my title. And I do like to use the Nuvo glue anytime I'm gluing down acrylics. I find that it works very well. Okay, so I've got that stuck down. I do want to mention that this is a YouTube hop, so be sure to check out all those that are participating down below in the description box. Okay, off camera, I went digging through my flowers, and I found these paper flowers here, and these are from Little Birdie, and they were already in like a little cluster. So how perfect is that? And they are called, I believe they're called Fairy Rosa Amore. So I like that, but I also want to bring in these Vicki Boutin flowers, so I'm going to tuck these into the embellishment cluster as well. I'm going to bring in a little bit of foam. I like getting this craft foam on Amazon, and I can cut it to whatever size that I need. Here's the little packaging for the flowers that I brought in. I don't think I showed that, so I wanted to make sure that I showed you that. So I was thinking about putting some more paper flowers up here, but I don't think I need them. I think it'd be too much, but I do need to draw that bright green color back to the bottom of the layout. So I'm going to tuck one of the leaves down here underneath these paper flowers. So I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive on here, and we'll just tuck that in. And then let me stand back here and take a look and see how this is looking. So I like that, but I do think it needs a little bit more green on the page. Wondering if I can place this up here and just kind of make an L-shaped cluster around my photo, and I like that. It's a little bit too big, so I'm going to bring these leaves in and just tear a little bit off and just make this a little bit shorter. And that's perfect. I love that. So I'm going to go ahead and get that glued down. So we'll fold up the edges a little bit with my fingernails. And there, that looks so cute. And let me kind of rough the edges up of these leaves just to give them a little extra dimension as well. So I'm just kind of taking my finger and my fingernail and just kind of pulling those up to give them a little bit of lift so they don't look so flat on the page. And I really like that. Okay, so now I did some journaling. So I take a Pages document on my MacBook and I just type out my journaling of what I wanted to say. And then I print the journaling on a clear Avery shipping label. And I'll leave it linked down below as well as any other products that I used today. And I print it out and then I let it dry for a little bit. And now I'm going to cut it down. So I place this inside of a text box on a Pages document. And these are really sticky, so I'm going to peel back a little bit of this, place this right underneath my photos. Let me pull the other strip back, and then we'll just burnish this in with my fingers. And there, it looks like I typed right on the page. I love the look of that. So that looks good. Now, as I did mention, I will have product links to everything that I used. And I do appreciate when you shop my links, as I do receive a small commission at no extra charge to you. So that just helps support me and my YouTube channel. So thank you to all those that shop my links. It means a lot to me. To finish off my layout today, I'm bringing in my box of jewels here. My friend Sarah over at Sarah Miller House Creates has a box of jewels that gave me this idea to just empty all my sequins and sparkly things into a box. And so that's what I did. So I'm grabbing out some gold sequins here. I'm using my Pink and Main Pick Up and Place tool. And so I will just get these glued down off camera. And that is the layout. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit that thumbs up button. If you're new, I hope you'll subscribe and come back. I will leave links to my Instagram and my Facebook, where I would love for you to follow me if you're not already on those platforms as well. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye!